Hi and welcome. Today we're going to talk about viewing file content for Linux operating system. So there is a 4 to 5 method by which you can view the different file system as well as analyze the content of the file. So this is very interesting and important part where you should know about the different style of viewing file. So let's explore that part. So let me open my whiteboard and we are here. So viewing file content. So we have there is a command. So let's see, there's called command cat. That's the most usable command, and we will see what are the things for how we can use the cat and can see the any and view the file system. Then you can see little bit advanced if you are using the less keyword command to use as an option and explore better way to view the using the cat file. So let's help you as a pager. You can see and you can view the content, larger file content using the pager, and every page, every tab, it's going to show you single page. And if you are enter this command, or if you are if you're hitting the enter keyword, it will show you one by one line in the content of the file, and tab or the space bar going to show you a page. That's going to accelerate your program by viewing, looking the file system, by reading to the file system. Now for less, you have another command that is called more. It's going to add more feature. For that you are able to know how many percentage of file you viewed, where you are exactly, and it's of course by default it also having property of the pager. Apart from that, you can see the multiple file here. In less command, this provision are not available. There is no way to see multiple file with the type, but in cat there is no way to see the same way. But you can see the content, but there is difference. It will give you the highlight. You are looking for which file content in the separate manner. Here concatenation means it will add all the content in single view. I will show you what are the major difference you have cat, less, and more. Apart from these three, we have the another view way is that is called head command, where you can use to see this key command from top to bottom. So from top, by default the 10 line of the file you are able to see. Same way tail going to help you to see by default the bottom, from bottom 10 line of the file. The same way, if you want to see more, you can add with the options. Whatever the option follow by the dash, you can add the option like 100 line or something else, whatsoever you have desired to see. Same way, from top to 100 line, if you want to see, you have to add the options. So we're going to explore all 5 this, and we will see the differences and how is it better than other. So it's depend upon your requirement which viewing command you want to use for the file content to view and read. Apart from that, there is another that is called tag going to help you. So but reverse vertically, it's going to reverse the content vertically, means it's going to show you the file from bottom to top. These are all the method, these are all the cat less more, this command going to show you the top to bottom, but the reverse vertically tag command help you to see bottom to the top. So you can see the first content from the bottom you are able to see, and top will be at the end of the, so it's going to reverse. And the last we have reverse itself. Reverse is a mirror image going to give you, means but horizontally going to reverse. That's unreadable. It's just the flavor, the style they have, Linux having, it's a huge number of style, flavor and different mechanism to view the file content. So you can see there is a 7 way to view the file, and they have their own requirement. As for your requirement, you can use these, they have ready-made viewing system. So let's explore one by one, and what is the better way to use, what's the limitation of each and every command, and what are the features of these. So I'm going for the my one VM Linux, and we are in terminal, you can see that. And let's start. The first command we have cat. I want to view anything, so we will see how the cat file can view a small file which is within the page, going to content going to appear within the page, or a small file. And we will see how this is behave when the big file, if they have hundreds of page number, or the more than 5-10 pages, how they behave. So let's see. I'm using first command cat, and I want to see one file that's called hostname. That's a single liner file, how it looks using the host name. So cat, so see, this is single liner host name, it's showing content of the file. Let's go for next content, like single liner is called timezone. So this is also showing good way the content is single liner. Suppose we have multi-liner, but within you can say within the single page, so that is called host name. So it's a good, it's a starting whole content, local host, and the generic service, and all the file content appear good way, it's a readable understanding. Now if we have the file more than one page, how it looks using the cat command. So there is one file services, that's services TCP UDP services, which, so let's see that file, what are the services enable, and how I'm pressing continue with this enter command. I can see there is multiple pages and the huge number of content in this file. You can see TCP UDP, all the port number information is given reserve. You can scroll this to your terminal, you can see the entire file printed using the cat. There is no mechanism to go to page wise. Okay, so cat can be printed entire the content in this one go. So how it's a not you have to scroll up and down and read the content. So what is the way to read this cat using cat viewing this file? So you can add the pager behavior by using the less or more command help you by page wise content listing. So I given less, so it's from top. If you see less command, you cannot scroll up, you can scroll down, but you cannot scroll above your command. But in more command you have flavor of that, you can scroll up. See, if I'm scrolling off, it's giving warning, you can hear this sound. But you can scroll down and you can see the content of entire, and it will, once you will reach end, the less command give you the pop-up with the end. Now it's end, and you can scroll within the content, you cannot go beyond that file, you are stick with that file. You can do q and you are out of that, but there's nothing printed. It's going to be, once you will going to quit, you're going to come out that there's nothing printed on your output. Okay, this is the less, but you can use this less command using the remove the cat if you want to do this, and cat instead of cat is the less going to be work the same ways. So you can scroll this again, you cannot scroll, you can hear this sound, the warning sound. You are within the file of content, you can scroll your things. Once you will quit, it will be not printed. Okay, so it's no cat printing the content, entire content on your output console. So one more thing, cat, you can add the less command and you can scroll up and down entire within your file content by using less have that limitation, and it's not going to print anything on your console. Now come to the can I review the multiple small file, as earlier we saw that, like hostname, time zone, these are the within the one page one liner output, and we see multiple file in a single console or single printout. So let's try that. And so we have etc host name, and we have another file that is the etc time zone. So you can see uh, entire output, they did not segregated anything, because we know about this is the host name output of the first command, and second command is starting from here, but there is no separate anything, they just concatenated all the output in a single window. So this is the cat property. Cat going to show you entire, it's going to print the entire output, or it's going to concatenate the multiple file in a single. So this is the, now less we see it's a pager property, but you cannot go beyond your command, you have to within your file you can scroll up and down, you can see the content of the within file, and it's not going to print, you have to quit from that. So that's a less. Come to the more feature of next command, that is called more. So let's see how the more were better than that. So let's start from the, we have used this less command earlier, and more having more feature, you can scroll beyond your file content. We are stick within the file content before, in less keyword, but in more it give you flavor to, you can go beyond your file system, you can scroll the file system beyond, and it will show you the pager, and it will show you the attribute like how much percent of page is completed. Let me show you, like I put it, it's the first page, and it's 8% completed, means 8% only the content we can see here. First page 8% more prescribed, and you can, if you scroll, you can go away of your file, you can see your scroll is free, and this is less is not printing the content on your console, but while more are more command printing the console output like cat doing. But here having pager property, this you can see there is a page showing 17%, and you can scroll anytime beyond your, because it's a printing on your console, less it's not doing that. So that's having limited behavior. Okay, and at the end once you going to reach, it's going to terminate, it's a printed, you can scroll you down, but this is not a feature in reach in the less, this is the different. But they have their one, you don't want to print, you can go for less, you can just see within the content, you can scroll up and down. If you want to print better than cat, you use more keyword and it will give you more prescribed to. And like cat, the one more, it's a printing with the concat all the data on the single loop, but more it's giving more specific, it's going to print, but it's going to give the delimiter which content belong to what. So like see, so here if I'm printing the first enter, they are showing first content from host, this is a file name, this command output is this, and second tab going to see this is the output of second command, this is the second command, the out of, this is the second file which have associated output over there. So first file having this output, second file having this output, they have specific segregation, and the third command, third file having third output. So they have proper delimiter segregation with them. So more command is always better than cat for viewing purpose, but again it's depend upon you want to concat all these 3-5, use cat. Okay, it's a quick and fast, but if you really want to view and see the content, go for the more, it's more prescribed, more generic, more options you have in. Okay, I hope this is very clear. If you have any doubt, you can post, I will help you out to understand all these things. Now come to the next features, that is called head. And you have the tell. Head, as a name prescribe this, you have lookup from your head, means from top to bottom you're going to look, right? First thing. But by default, if you are not going to use any option, so if you have file more than 10 line, it will, you have to use option to see. So you can measure your file also by looking, it's more than that 10 line. Like let me give you example. If I'm going to see the one liner file like time zone, so it will give me output like a cat or the other file viewing system giving command, giving the output like more or less. You can see if I'm looking go for tell, it will count from the bottom. So bottom also having less than 10 line, so output are same, but it's giving output from tell, it's giving output. So one liner there is no effect. Let's go for which command having more than 10 lines. So I'm going to take this cat command and use the host, and we will see we have more than 10 line outputs. If you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, no 9, let's see how it's giving output. So if this is again this is less than 10 commands, so entire outputs is supposed to cat file is showing printed the output. Now let's see how the head is printing. It's the same way the cat, because it have less than 10 line. Same way if you go for tell, it will give the it's going to view the file from the bottom. There's no difference because from bottom also more than less than 10. But let's go for those who have more than that. Let's go for services. So cat file, you can see from top to bottom it's going to print, and though it's printed entire services is having multiple 10 more than 10 pages. Okay, so entire services, you can see it's the entire services they printed. Now same command I'm going to use to view from head how it's going to show. So see, so as above we have expectation, by default it's going, because I'm not using any option, by default it's going to say show me only the first 10 line from top 10 line. So you can see only the top 10 line. But if you go for this same command using the tell, so it's going to show you bottom 10 line. You can see these are the local services, these are the bottom 10 line which is came. So it's viewing your data, your content of the file from the bottom 10 line by default. So Ashutosh, can we see the more than that? Yes, we have to use the option. So option can be used either of your file path before that or later at the end. So like I want to see 20 line, see the double of that is supposed to show. The option use invalid content of, so you supposed to use this option immediate followed by this command I have. So this is the right format, and then path supposed to be. So you can see there in the top we have 10 line from the bottom, where is now it's showing the 20 line from the bottom. Same way you can use the forehead as an option. Earlier it was showing the only the 10 line of this. Let me show you again. This is 10 line. I want to see more, so this time I will go for 30 line from the top. I want to see, you can see there's 30 line from the top they printed. So they are also printing like a cat, like a more command, but they are limited with the options. So how many line, you are very specific to view file content for the less and tell. I hope this is very clear, easy, but you're supposed to practice as per your requirement. Now we left with the two more options, two more interesting way to view. So top to bottom and bottom to top. All the file system whatsoever we studied, they are following the top to bottom sequence. In the tell also, the tell command also not going to reverse the content, but it's going to print last 10 line. It's not going to reverse. But the tag keyword, tag command, it's reverse the entire content. Means it's not going to print in the same sequence, it's going to reverse the sequence. Means the bottom will be the topmost, the topmost will be the topmost bottom, the bottom. So content entirely going to see here. We can see here these are the reverse, the 20 line. You can see the tag command will first print this, then follow this, and it will, top will be at the bottom. They're going to entire content going to reverse. So let's see. So we are not going to do for this, not for this big file, for a small file, to understand how it's going to be for us. So we have the 9 liner command, that's so we can see the cat etc the host. This is the 9 liner output content. So we have local host on the top, then generic system with their loopback content on the top, and then followed by the other IPv6 content for this output. So let's see, if I want to view in vertically reverse, or you can say reverse vertically, means the top will be bottom, bottom will be top, content going to be reverse. So that is called tag and follow the etc file. It's going to print on the console. So you can see the localhost and generic server, it's the bottom of the content of the file, means they read the file, actual file is, this is the actual file, they read the content and then reverse vertically. Okay, so this is one. In same way we have another method that is called reverse, this is reverse vertically, and another method called reverse horizontally. If you reverse horizontally, it's going to be give you mirror image. Like, let me show you. So what I want to just, I will go for one liner command so that you can understand this is not a reverse vertical, horizontal. So one liner effect also it's going to show you. So let's see the host name. This is the host name. Genesis is a host name. Now I'm going to use the reverse. So this is going to be horizontal reverse, means SYSNEG going to come in the reverse manner. Right now GENSYS, so it's going to be reverse. So the command is reverse. So see, this part is completely reverse. This is a horizontal reverse mechanism. So you can get the output and it's printed. Now if I want to, same thing, I wanted to time zone, the time zone reverse. So you can see Asia slash Kolkata was there, but now is the reverse Kolkata slash Asia, and the each and every alphabet also reverse. So this is called reverse one. I have all the 7 method. You understand, 7 is style, and the Linux is the full of style. So you understand how this going to work, and there's all the 7 different way you can view the file. You can reverse, vertically reverse, and you can view the file. You can horizontally reverse and you can view the file. You can reverse different when you can concatenation, you can do multiple file in single output, or you can use more command to more specific, more generic, more pager wise you can see, and less command, it's not going to print any output on your console. It's going to eligible to scroll within the content of the file, and you can see and you can read. That is also, you can use the less keyword with the cat file, and you saw this. Now apart from that, we have 2 things left that I want to clear here. Apart from this 7 way of reviewing, there is another way, or to filter your file, or you can filter horizontally and vertical filtration of the file. Let me quickly cover that. You can use, that's not a viewing of file. After viewing, after the printing your content, you can you want to get the content. From content you want to get a specific keyword, specific features you want to subtract from your content. So you can filter using the grep command and the cut command. So let me explain you the first using the whiteboard. So this one. So for first command, that's a very popular, that's the grep keyword, and you can use wildcard. We will see the use of wildcard. By using the wildcard you can filter. And the second is called cut command, which cut command is help you more specific in the vertical manner. You can this you can cut in vertical way content. Let me explain you how it's going to help you. And grep command is going to help you the row by entire row going to be printed for that as output. So you have to capture your grep your keyword and it's going to print your entire row. Whereas for cut command they will cut and filter from the each and every row the specific keyword wherever it's coming, whatever coming on that they will cut the content and print out that. Let's understand. And it's going to be used for as a network engineer. It is very useful. Later on I will show you how the output. Let me give you one example over here. Let's explore this. So I have command that's called IP route. So IP route having the output, this is the output. So you want to grab the what are the what is the actual subnet, or you want to see what is my default route. So you can see here, or grep keyword you can grab like Debian package. I have huge big package, and in that I want to capture a certain keyword I want to see. So if you see, let me explore first. This Debian package is a huge package, and you have huge number of package. You can see there is a huge number of package, so you cannot search the thing. So for this grep command is a very useful. So I will give the grep command and I want to check for like virtual keyword or any keyword. So as for your requirement you can see, so virtual related this many row are available. This is entire row is printed. That's the same way. If you see for IP route and you want to grade the default, suppose you have multiple default route, or you want to look for some specific subnet, and you have a huge number of list of IP route. So you can use the grep command using here grep output, and we have very beautiful use. I will show you later on. Let me, and I want to, those who are coming from the prototype, so from there I want to capture what are the route coming from prototype. You can see there is 3 route that's coming from the protocol type. So this is the 3 route out of that. But I want what is the, let me, what is my the subnet, what are the subnet available for the route, for what subnet available, and how many routes are available. Those subnet I am looking for the specific for those subnet only. So what will be the command? Let me create this. So ip route, and this will give you the cut, and then followed by the delimiter. What delimiter exactly I want? The space. A space will be the delimiter here. You have to check generally a space or the delimiter here. The I checked already. Field will be the first field. So all the subnet in IP route, the first field will be that. So you can see all the subnet. These are the subnet from the IP route which are having available their routes in that this subnet reachable through this. So next, what is my next hop for this? I want to see what are the next hop available for this. So I can do that the same delimiter, and we can go for third. So these are the next hop. These are the interface we need for next hop available. You can say these are the directly connected, and this is next hop available. So by this we can filter vertically. We can cut exact how many keyword available on that field. Okay, so this is very beautifully used for the network engineer who will later on going to use frequently and explore this to create the next hop database, create the next sorry, network host connectivity or the subnet mask entire the network we're going to capture or print. So next class we're going to see for the redirection piping and their usage in network as a network engineer in Linux. So but see you in next class, and post any doubt or post it on the classroom if you have any doubt or any concern. Bye bye.